What's up, y'all? Dr. D here. Dr. D here. I had a little bit of time and I wanted to get on here. I haven't done a live on Facebook in a minute. Look at me. I got Facebook on the brain, Instagram in a minute. I do lives all the time on Facebook. So if you want to see more of those lives, go ahead and make sure you follow me over there. Follow Dr. D. Same tagline that I have here on Instagram. But I wanted to get on Instagram because I haven't done a live on Instagram in a minute, and so I want to show y'all some love over here. So I'm preparing for a training for a corporation that I'm about to do, corporate training at their conference. And so I thought about you all, and I'm thinking about success. We all hear that, like success. I want to get to the top. Success. Like, what does that even mean is what I tell people. I had a client yesterday, was like, yeah, because I want to be successful. I was like, that's great. Can you share with me what success is so that when you get there, I know that you got there? And they were like, kind of haven't figured it out. And we've all been there. We say, I want to be successful, right? They tell you in school, be successful. That's the programming, right? But what if you were actually programmed to fail? What if you were actually programmed to fail in that you weren't told how to articulate what success may be, right? What if you were actually programmed to quit because you weren't programmed to know what success would actually look like, right? What if you were programmed to fail because you were told to look at the other guy or the other girl and determine that success was what you needed or even wanted? Like, Dr. D is on fire right now. My success, and I do have it, right? Because I've articulated it for myself, doesn't look like anybody else's success. And quite frankly, I don't want it to. That's why my quality of life has changed. And the same thing can happen for you. Like, have you really sat down and thought about what success is? See, here's the thing. What's the difference between success and what matters? See, I'm successful because I'm doing what matters to me. If I'm doing what someone else is doing, it doesn't really matter to me except for the fact that I'm trying to keep up with someone else. The bar is always changing, right? The bar is always changing if I'm trying to be and do everything else that everyone else is doing, and it really doesn't matter to me. So I've developed some values, right? Some values and beliefs about myself and my quality of life, and I aspire on a daily basis to manifest those things. And guess what? I'm successful. Does that mean I have a perfect life? Does that mean that I don't face any challenges? Absolutely not. As y'all know, Dr. D posts the challenges, right? I post the good and the bad. You know why? Because it's all a part of me getting to that success. It's all a part of me getting to what matters. So look, I see some people on there. Go ahead and tag in the comments where you're chiming in from. What's up, Greg and Peggy? Go ahead and tag that in there. So when I think about success and when I think about what matters to me, I think about 4 quadrants of life. I think about, first of all, what's my purpose, right? What's my purpose in life? Why the heck am I here? Some people say, I don't know my purpose, and they're waiting for someone to tell you. No, what you need to do is sit with that thing for a while and figure it out. Go explore some things, right? And then the second thing is, what is my condition? Like, where am I at mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, right? What matters to me about that? Like, what matters to me about my body, right? I'm gonna let y'all know I'm not a body, but I'm in a body. And it used to matter to me how my body looked, but not so much because I didn't take care of my body. But once I made it matter, right, now I can be comfortable in my body. That's for those of y'all that have body image issues. I'm holding that for y'all. Boom, plug. I'll tell y'all about that in a minute. Keep focusing on success. Then the third thing is my connection. Like, who's in my space, right? Who's in my physical space? Who's in my family space? Who's in my friend space? Who's in my business space? Because that matters. Whoever I'm around, right, they're either going to be pouring in or pulling all the time. You're going to be very draining. And I can tell you, when I had a lot of people that drained my space, my mental health was all messed up. So who's in your space? And then finally, the 4th quadrant is like, what are you creating? not just wealth, but what are you creating in your quality of life? Like, what matters there? So instead of just getting in your car and just driving, go ahead and create your roadmap of what's your purpose in life, right? What matters there? What's your ideal success look like with your mind and your body and your emotions? What matters to you as far as who you connect with? Like, you can have in one of my groups, we call it a family of choice, right? Family of choice. It doesn't just have to be blood. It can be kinship. Like, you can determine who's in your circle, right? And then the last thing is, what are you creating? That's a success plan. That's a success plan. Doing what matters to you, not signing up for what everybody else is signing up to do in their lives. And so, boom, I talk about that right there. I told y'all I'm about to update the book for the paperback, because now it's no longer going to be available in ebook form. But you can click the link in the bio for that. But I want you guys to be successful. And as I just shared with you, success is actually relative. So make it relative and relevant in your life. And you guys go and assert yourself and crush your day. Dr. D is going to crush hers.